common things that aspiring VAs have told me is that there's a lot of information on the internet, but they don't know where to start. So here's how I would categorize that information if I were you. So first, let's go to Notion.so. It's my favorite task list because it's super not just easy to use, but it's also it's like Google Docs, but you can categorize things with it. So let me go and create an account for you. Okay, I'm gonna clear all the templates and then get rid of the getting started page. Goodbye. And VA, let's say you're gonna name it VA Resources Research. And personally, I would use the rocket icon because you're launching something awesome. Then let's use this guest browser as the place where you would research the stuff. Let's say how to become a VA, virtual assistant. I wouldn't use this. You know why? Because my outdesk is not a good place to work for. But let's see what the information is there. Well, this is just a search engine, so scrap that. Okay. They are. This page is a boot camp, and it will make you pay for their stuff. It's not a good idea. Scrap that. Okay. There. This is actually a very important point. My desk isn't such a good place to work for, but these are actually great points. Personally, I'd say general advice. So let's use a bulleted list, remove the UTM tracking stuff, and turn this into a header. Okay, so this one is on Fiverr. That's not really very good information. Oh, here. Okay, so let's remove the tracking information and I would say a note scroll to the bottom. I would check the, okay, so we see that there's a, okay, it's the right page. Scroll to the bottom and then indicate a note on what this section is called. Okay, and then let's get rid of that. This is the advice that I've been telling you guys. And this is actually really great advice. So I am going to put this up on top. This is a lie because this is a US rate. So in the Philippines, this is going to be different. So personally, this is better information, so move it to the middle. This one has really rich information. This is awesome. So I would place it right here. I would make a note that this is comprehensive information. Ooh, take a look at that. They actually give great places where to get jobs. So I will add it here to the top, and I'm gonna include this link in the newsletter. Ooh, this is really the one thing that I've been trying to tell you guys. Decide the services that you will offer. This is really salient information, so I will put it right here. Actually, this is better than the My Outdesk information. Okay, so this is how you do your research. It's like I know that it's a lot of info right now, but you hone in on the most important stuff. I will say that, for example, let's look at this. Um, this gives you an outline of what the things that a virtual assistant does, and this gives you a guide on how to do it. So, for me, if you want to get started, you could actually just follow this guide on its own. But be aware that this is not relevant to the Philippines. This is more relevant to the Philippines. There. So this is a more realistic point of view for a Philippine virtual assistant. So if I were you, I would start with this one because it's step by step. You can even color this with, for me, I'd go for a pink background because this one really gives you advice on how to get started, and it's a step by step process with how you really um, can start being a virtual assistant. So the reason why I showed you this method is that let me go and duplicate this. In case I didn't order it properly, let's randomize this. In case I didn't really order it properly, for example, what if I just dumped links, I would be able to move stuff by order of how important they are. So this is how you can order the information that you would use for how to become a great virtual assistant. So my Outdesk is the worst. So there. Using Notion over, say, Google Docs is going to be very helpful in ordering the information that you have. And to be honest, it really takes a lot of critical thinking to understand the right information that you are looking at. So personally, it takes a lot of practice to be able to know when information would be important and when it's actually trash. So I've had a lot of experience on knowing what it's like in this field, so it was easier for me to hone in on what's trash and what's not. I understand that. But if you need guidance, well, you can always reach out to me. However, like for this, I chose this because it gave a step by step and it's a great resource. So if I wanted to get started on becoming a virtual assistant, I would use a guide like this. And I would couple that with a guide like this because this has realistic information for the Philippines. So let me dump this because I just wanted to show you that you can actually use this in order to order the the research that you have. And I would put that up there. And I would, yeah, this is the third because it actually leads to great job marketplaces. So I'll send you these links as well, and I hope that Notion will be a very great tool for you to be able to sort out the information, especially in figuring out how to get started as a virtual assistant. Have a great day.